Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Son Joku. I want to come out tonight and take a look specifically at our offense and some different sets that we could be running as far as utilizing all the weapons that we actually have on this team. And I guess my real question is for tonight is, do you think John Gruden will actually do this? I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. I want to show you a couple different things. Costas, what's going on, man? And just kind of get everybody's feeling for it. So feel free to hit me up in the comments section or hit me up during the live. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. And then before we do jump into it, Nasib came out today. I'm really proud of him. I still, for the life of me, I don't understand why it's such a big deal when somebody comes out. It just kind of shows you the state that we're in as a country right now. But it took a lot of balls to do it. It should not take a lot of balls to do it, but it does. So props to you, Nasib. I'm really proud of you. I'm really hoping you could turn the corner and do something for us, because that would be freaking awesome. So, all right, we're not going to waste too much time on that, man. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. I had this set up as a 2 tight end set, but I kind of had it set up similarly with Derek Carr in the offense. I wanted to switch it up, put the extra wide receiver out there, and just kind of see what everybody was thinking about it. So here's what I'm thinking. You got Drake, you got Mariota, you got Jacobs. This setup, I had him in a shotgun at first too, but I kind of pulled him out of it. But looking at this right here and setting it up as a split back, you could take Drake and you could slot him out, and then you're back in your single back. Dude, you can. That's a mismatch right there. You're going to see Drake start motioning out and being that slot guy on a lot of plays, especially if we end up having these 2 running back sets like that. And I really think that's huge for us. But then I started thinking, man, I was like, well, shit, if you're going to have Drake back there and you're going to end up having him motion out, why the hell can you not... Let me shrink down Drake. Give me just a sec. Take Ruggs' ass, put him in the backfield, go ahead and bring Brown down. Boom, dude, that's like a mismatched nightmare right there. And we had Ruggs in the backfield a few times last season, so I really don't think it's too far-fetched. But just to have him starting off lined up in the back, you could still motion him out. You could send him on a sweep. There's so much different shit you could do out of this setup like that. And then, I'm talking, you still have Derek Carr in the game at this point. It's looking awesome. But you have Mariota. It takes away the predictability that Gruden has become known for, which truly drives me insane, because it was supposed to be like this offensive mastermind who's a quarterback guru, and he's going to come in there and he's going to set the tone and everything's going to change. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Nothing has changed. It's been the exact same ground and pound offense. And I told myself, I was like, he just doesn't have the weapons to be able to sit back and really be able to launch the ball and work this offense the way that it's supposed to be working. But at one point, you have to think to yourself, dude, you have so many damn weapons on this team. If you're not going to go ahead and pull the trigger and start moving around some of these dudes and start making these different adjustments and using every fucking player that you have on this team and every superstar you have on this team to let them really have a chance to explode and open up their horizons, dude, I'm telling you right now, man, if it doesn't end up looking like this and we don't start seeing packages where we're seeing things like truly shuffled around and we're bringing in different sets, because I'm telling you, from what Gus Bradley's been saying, he's talking about bringing in like 2 different sets of defensive lines as far as like rotation to rotation. That's the kind of shit I want to see on the offensive side of the ball too, man. There's so many players that we could shuffle into these positions and just cause mismatches from out of nowhere. I think it looks totally awesome, man. I really do. So I just want to get your guys' opinions on it. I know it looked pretty good with Drake, but once I stuck Ruggs in there, and I understand you could probably stick Renfro in there, you could stick Snead in there, but I think Ruggs would demand the most attention, to where he would come onto the field and everybody like, why is he in the backfield? Who's going to match up to that? And then all of a sudden you got a linebacker one-on-one with Ruggs because everybody else is split out and you have to, they demand their own coverage. Dude, you're exploiting people at that point. And we could do it. We have the talent level to do it. I'm just hoping that we actually do it. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to jump into your guys' comment section. I know I started late tonight. I apologize for that. Costas, how are you doing, man? Shrek, what's going on? Dude, Shrek, 7th grade, kicked a 40-yard field. I have it on tape. I'm going to post it up for you guys. A kid can kick the shit out of a ball. Anthony, how are you doing, man? Cool Breeze, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you made it out. No, I doubt John will. David, that's what I'm saying. I really don't think he will. And that's what kind of pisses me off, because I'd love to see it actually happen. DeMarcus, man, how are you doing, dude? It's been a minute. Silver, what's happening, dude? What's up, Joku? New sub. Love the content, man. I really appreciate you subbing, dude. Thank you. What's good, son? Joku, much love. Oh, Kelly, what's going on, man? Dude, that fish hurt. It fucking hurt. I'm not even going to lie. And that 5 wide receiver set. How did Drake look? Oh, dude, see, I thought about that too, because he's a pass catcher. I wanted to keep it as like a true 5 wide receiver set. That's the reason I have Waller in there. But he's another dude that you could stick into one of those slot spots and would really, like, it throws people off. And honestly, you could start off in a 4 wide receiver set, and that's what a lot of you guys were saying last night. Like, get into a 4 wide receiver, have Drake in the backfield, or honestly Josh Jacobs. He's been catching the ball a hell of a lot better lately. Let them motion out to the empty backfield. And that's a lot of that's the way the Raiders set up their empty backfield a lot of the time. But most of the time when we go empty backfield, it's because we have 2 tight ends on the field to kind of pick up that extra blitz package that might be coming at us. So, I don't know. I thought it looked pretty damn good, dude. Get Mariota out of there. I just want to see it, dude. When Mariota's on the field, it's another element that's to this offense that teams aren't used to seeing. Mariota, this offense looked completely different when he was in that game, that one game he played last year. Like, it was a completely different offensive structure. We ran completely different plays. Why not do that for 1 or 2 plays throughout the game? Just to throw a defense off. Get everybody to take a step back for a second. You have Mariota on the field. Everybody takes a step back. You end up faking a handoff to Ruggs. Go play action, roll out a little bit, and then Ruggs is streaking because nobody's keeping up with what the hell's going on. Mariota can make that pass. I promise you Mariota can make that pass, man. I think it really depends on Gruden's confidence in each individual player. He underused Ruggs, Edwards, and Zay Jones by a huge... Dude, it was disgusting how much he underused those guys last year. And I swear, I do not want to see Ruggs turn into the next Cooper to where he's pissed off because his only job is to just streak the field when we all know he can do so much more than that. But that was the reason Cooper was so pissed when Gruden ended up coming onto this team. He's like, well, they're using me for this, but they're not using me for anything else, and my skill set covers all of these things, and we didn't. We just kind of put them on the back burner. Like, all right, man, we might throw it to you, and we might not, but I'm going to need you to streak to pull the defenders. I do not want to see that shit happen to Ruggs. You have to work these outside guys in, or eventually everybody's going to realize just drop the safety, and as long as Ruggs doesn't get behind him, you're going to end up being fine. That's the shit that made us predictable, and that's the shit that killed us, dude. Oh, Zeph, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it to the show, dude. I'm excited with all these weapons. Gruden can be creative, and how our skilled players line up. That's the real. Will he do it? Will he be that creative mastermind that he has to be, man? That looks nice. Confused the defense big time with that set. That's what I'm saying. That's what you have to do. I'm telling you, dude. You took one of these like elite offensive coordinators or head coaches from around the league, you put them on this team, and you gave them the roster that Gruden has right now, you'd see them pulling off all sorts of crazy shit, and it wouldn't be the same exact thing. Like, we're going to run on first down, we're going to maybe run on second, we might play action or run on third, and then we're going to punt. Like, I'm done with that. Like, you have to open this shit up, dude. I like Ruggs in motion out of the back. I love the way that looks, man. And we saw Ruggs go in motion a lot last season, but he would go from like the slot and then he would come all the way through the backfield. Just put his ass in the backfield. Let him just line up in the backfield. You want to motion him out? Motion him out. You want to see what the defense is going to do? You put Ruggs in the backfield. You motion him. If they're in man, at that point, somebody has to immediately go to him. It's going to open up somebody else, if nothing else. And if it's somebody that pulls to him that you know damn well can't keep up with them, then take that shot. Take that shot every damn time. Man, I get excited, DeMarcus. You know I do. Carl will look to Brown on the big plays. Brown, dude, Silver, I was talking about his speed last night, and that's a very real possibility. I could kind of see him taking over that Aguilar role, but at the same time, I want to see Ruggs and I want to see Edwards really start to get involved. Like, they have to. If not, they're going to end up getting overlooked, and it's going to piss me off, like, tremendously. Leonard, how are you doing, dude? I think Gruden will use Ruggs sparingly out of the backfield to minimize any injuries, given that he's got Drake now, and Brown is with his speed. I completely agree, dude, but I'm just saying, like, we have these, you get into the red zone, and it's like 2nd and 5, you're sitting at the 10, and you end up putting this offense on the field, the defense isn't going to know what the hell to do. They're going to be sitting there staring at each other, and it's going to look like our defense last year with everybody yelling at each other. Carr snaps it real quick, and then ends up just dropping a quick little slant, and it's an easy touchdown. We watch the Chiefs do that shit to people all the damn time, like all the time. If Gruden sticks with his control of the clock mindset, we won't be seeing much no matter who plays. Exactly. Al, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Burrow's going to eat this season. He's hungry, dude. Silver, man, I know you said you were new to this channel. I talk up Foster more than anybody else. I am so ready for that kid to take over. Like, so damn ready. Lenny, what's going on, dude? I'll dream on. I don't think so, Lenny. If it wasn't for Gruden, I would honestly just completely dismiss that. But with Gruden, I know what you're saying. I still think that we see a lot of Waller and Moreau passes. We need a lot of passes to Ruggs and Edwards and Brown. I'm telling you right now, if you get into that situation like last year where teams were talking, well, we knew what they were going to do just on the personnel package they were bringing in. They were able to read our offense completely. If you have a defense that's reading your offense completely and they're making their steps back and everything's going perfect and then they end up kicking the shit out of us, you kind of saw that in that Atlanta game too because they knew exactly what we were going to be doing. You cannot do that, dude. And that 5 wide, Drake would be like Marshall Faulk when the greatest show on turf with the Rams. David, I completely agree with that, and I would love to see that shit. Like, love it. Get into a true 4 wide receiver set. Have Drake on the field. Motion him out. Get into that 5 wide. Carr would eliminate teams in that offense. He would be able, he has the quick enough release, and he has the mindset to where he would wait a second, but he knew he'd have to get the ball away pretty quick, but we'd still go deep out of that. Like, so damn deep. I love our depth. We definitely can match up with anyone. We really can. And this team right now, you saw it over the past couple seasons. Like, we've been setting this team up to go out and beat the Chiefs. And we've done it. And honestly, we should have swept the Chiefs last year. Lenny, that is what it is because you know damn well that we should have swept you last year. But it's only gotten better. I can honestly see us sweeping the Chiefs this coming season. I think the Chargers are going to be... Chargers are a little bit. You keep an eye on the damn Chargers, dude. And like I said before, Denver is going to continue to be a fucking dumpster fire. So let them be. Let them just keep burning. Yep, Gruden needs to get rid of those crusty, dusty plays. Update that playbook. It's so damn predictable. It kills me, dude. Need to see Waller in the red zone more. Yes, we do. But I really think seeing Waller in the red zone more, I think you're going to end up seeing him continue to get that double team. But having a dude like Foster completely healthy instead of a dude like Jason Witten moving in slow motion, you're going to see like big ass plays. You're going to see Foster Moreau end up getting 7 or 8 touchdowns this year, and it's going to be huge for us. Don't matter how you set it up, Gruden will do something to mess it up. That's true. You think sometimes Carr plays conservative because Gruden is kind of conservative? Yes, I do. Because if you look at the way Carr played underneath Musgrove, and then you look at the way that he's playing right now underneath Gruden, it's completely different. A lot of people will chalk it up to injuries. I personally chalk it up to Gruden being in his ear, being like, we have to do this, this, and this. If you see this, then you have to audible to this. And I think Carr gets very little control over. I know everybody's like, Carr has complete control. He understands this offense. He knows exactly what he can do. He makes a hell of a lot of audibles at the line of scrimmage, but I don't know if those audibles are his or if those audibles are like a list that Gruden gave him that he can follow throughout a game. When you see us play teams like Kansas City, that's Gruden, or that's Carr stepping up to the line, changing the plays. And I honestly think when we play Kansas City, Gruden looks at him and was like, yeah, you go win this game. That's what he should say before every damn game because Carr looks so much better in those damn games. Let me guess, every first down we run up the middle with Jacob? Yes, that's a straight fact. 8, what's happening, dude? Maybe we have packages for Marcus Mariota and Drake and the Wildcat. That's what initially what sparked this entire damn video, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. Get Young Mind in the building. Fire Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen doesn't do shit for this team anyways. You might as well get rid of him. But Gruden doesn't want to bring in an offensive coordinator that he has to go ahead and actually answer to or kind of adjust to. He wants to be able to, he's the play caller. He's the man as far as the offense is concerned. Greg Olsen doesn't have anything to do with this. Yeah, exactly, dude. Drake will be the X Factor all season. Miguel, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it to the show. I'm hoping you're right because I'm really pulling for that kid to do big things. Oh, Raiders, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it up. Koji, how are you doing? Again, I'm going to throw up. Oh, Koji, he kills me, dude. I see Drake scoring a lot of red zone TDs. I do. I think Drake, I think you're going to end up seeing him making like more receiving touchdowns as far as rushing touchdowns. I think when we get to those goal line carries, I still think Josh Jacobs is going to get the nod on those. That kid has a true nose for the end zone. For running back set, there you go. Gruden is using 1.0. Oh, God, dude. He needs to upgrade immediately, yeah, to like 12. Gruden is a good coach. Gruden is a good coach. And Gruden's like a coach of the players. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying that we've seen it, dude. It's predictable as shit. He has to mix it up. He has to find out or find a way to just get defenses taking a step back, like just one step. And if you're running the same damn thing all game, it's not going to happen. Gruden's still in beta. Time for the release on the market. His scheme is to win, not to fill up the stats. And our defense lost us every game. Derek, I'll give you that, dude. But his scheme at the same time, and I've talked about this last season, he'll come out with his first initial script, and it'll work. 90% of the time, that shit will work. We will march down. We will get in the house. We'll get a field goal. We'll end up jumping out in the games, and it'll be like 10-0, 14-0. And I'll be like, man, this is looking good, dude. We need to keep our foot on the gas pedal and keep pushing it down their throats. And then it's like, boom, he snaps. We go to a complete just manage the clock, control everything. That shit does not win games in the NFL anymore, dude. You're talking about teams like the Chargers that we're playing against, like the Chiefs that we're playing against, and the NFC that we drew the next season. Dude, I'm telling you right now, those teams can end up dropping 20 points on you in a damn quarter. Like within 10 minutes, especially if you start turning the ball over, you lose that entire side of the whole momentum that you have because you're constantly trying to grind the clock out and you want to burn down the clock. That shit does not work anymore. It doesn't. I don't care. It works for the last 5 minutes of a game if you're up by 14, but if you're not, you cannot pull that shit in the first half or at the start of the second half. Like, we're just going to ground and pound the whole second half of this game. No, you're not. You're going to end up getting stuffed. Then you're going to end up letting them score, and then they're going to get a little bit of momentum, and then they're going to come back, and they're going to end up whipping a deep ball. And, dude, we saw that shit. You've lived through that shit, dude. Carr himself and the entire O was the top 10 in the league. They were. You can't take anything, but in efficiency. Don't forget that stat, dude. True, we were too predictable last season. We need to mix it up. Yes. We need to play better in the red zone, but the defense doesn't shit the bed in 3 games. Gruden would be coach of the year. We'll see it next year, dude, because I'm telling you, if he continues to run, if this defense steps up, we have that same offense, and then our defense can actually hold up to where he can work his ground and pound game. That's the one thing we have not seen. Like Gruden's offense with a solid defense behind it. And when the last time we saw it, it looked pretty damn good, but we have not had that. So if we put that together and then he can come out and prove me wrong, so be it. I will take that. But until I see him prove me wrong, I'm going to have my doubts about him, dude. And that's my opinion on it. People need to realize that the offense doesn't score and control the ball. Every defense will tire out in the third or fourth quarter. Yes. I had a feeling our offense will be highly efficient. I'm hoping with the better defense, we don't have to play conservatively on offense. We might be aggressive when we get the lead. That's all I want to see. Like when you have the lead and you jump out, go for it, dude. Continue to just kind of push the ball down people's throats. If you go out and you end up beating a team 35-7, dude, that's the way you want to beat a team. You put the fear of God into every other team that you're going into when you start kicking the shit out of teams like that. Pieces are, oh, D-Mag, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Fierce, how are you doing? Gruden is a great coach, but he needs to realize it's not 1999. Gruden needs to embrace some of these updates of it. He does. And instead of like just showing little variations of it, just bring them, dude. The NFL is a copycat league. Everybody knows that. And he's a professional head coach. He understands how he could take these other guys' plays, put it onto our offense with the weapons that we have, and just exploit that shit, dude. You guys are putting too much stock in Drake. He's a third team. Oh, this is his third team in 5 years. I really like Drake, dude. Like, I'm telling you, Letty, that kid has a serious shot. This isn't like you guys bringing in Washington. Drake was a starter in the league for a minute and looked damn good. Drake is extremely productive and perfect for. He is. He fits Gruden's offense. Mariota got cut for a reason. That is his passing accuracy. And yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. So bring him in the red zone, man. Just put that element to where he might take off and run for no damn reason. I can't wait to see Drake and Josh formation dominate. Alec Ingold snaps are going to go down. Here's the sad thing about that, Anthony, is that I don't think it will, because I don't think you're going to see these Drake and Josh sets that I'm loving and like truly hoping that we're going to see. That's one of the things that I don't think Gruden's going to bring. You never saw Jacobs last year with anybody on the field except for Alec Ingold. And if it continues like that, you're losing out, man. And I love Alec Ingold. I really do. But I think you have other things that where you can... I don't know, you bring in Alec Ingold, you bring in Josh Jacobs, you bring in 2 tight ends and 1 wide receiver. Every team you're going to play knows that all of a sudden you are running the ball. Chances are you're coming up the middle and you're going for short yardage. You mix that up a little bit, pull Ingold, put Josh Drake in there. That's another element to where all of a sudden, oh shit, they still might go deep even though they only have 1 wide receiver on the field, because you still have Waller on the field, you still have Ruggs or Edwards, Brown, whichever dude you want to send streaking down. It works, man. We just have to do it. Top 10 offense is bad? No, it's not bad, dude. I'm just saying, I'll break down their stats in another video, because there's parts of that top 10 offense that are totally legit, and there's other parts of that top 10 offense where you look at it and you're like, well, that moved us up in the offensive ranks, but that doesn't mean shit during an actual football game. Gruden is a good head coach. He can build a team, and he has done, but he needs to get more creative and less predictable. I'll give you that, dude. The crazy thing is that we are a top 10 offense being very vanilla, open it up and improve that defense and watch out. They would set us over the top, dude. Hopefully if Mariota gets snaps with the red zone blocking, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, just spread it out. Let him just take that little shot. I'd rather see Mariota go diving head first for the goal line than see Carr go diving head first for it. No more ground and pound after the first half, please. We could have been top 5 with another offense. Yes, we could have. I agree. We need to air the ball out more. Why the hell do you bring all these super fast-ass wide receivers onto the team if you're not going to give them a shot to streak the damn field and take a shot with that one-on-one ball, dude? Gruden has a lot of Monday Night Football. For how long? Remember when he first came and he said, how he saw all 32 teams practice and he was taking, good ideas and applying on the Raiders? He never applied that shit. We could only dream that if we spread offense like Fresno State and Derek, dude, that offense, and I understand you can't run like just a true spread offense unless like you have like the key piece, but you could definitely do a hell of a lot more than we're doing right now. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. We were in the playoffs. Eric, 110%. I don't know about very vanilla, but he made some questionable decisions that were too conservative down the stretch. Not a complete homer. No, I'll give you that, Anthony. No, you're right about that. But you got to think, there were games that we jumped out to a lead where we were marching on teams. Like, we would go out, and I understand we were still following his open script, but like we'd score a touchdown, and then we'd kick a field goal. And then all of a sudden, we'd back away from that instead of just continue to do that. Like, you had that defense backing up. Why the hell would you get away from that? Until they stop that, just keep dropping points on them, dude. The Carr could stop the untimely fumbles. Probably 1 or 2 games right there. That's probably a fact, dude. Some of those fumbles are due to the offensive line, not all on Carr. Yes. Mariota could be the top 3 on another team for rushing TDs. If you just use them, if you just give them a shot to get out there and actually make a play at it, dude, I would love that. I would love it. Roy, Jacobs, and Josh can be Wheatley and Gardner. If you set it up right, they definitely could be. All right, man, I knew this was going to be a quick one. Like I said, I'm sorry I started so late tonight, but it is what it is. I got stuck at work. So until next time, guys, I'm Sanjoku. Thank you all very much for coming out. I really do appreciate it. If you could click that like button on your way out, it really does help me out and keep me growing.